Hey everyone, it's Lisa Newman with the Newman Group, Remax on the Move in Hampton, New Hampshire, bringing you another episode of Newman's Neighbors. Today I have the pleasure of being at the Salisbury Discount House in Salisbury Beach, Massachusetts. Pretty psyched about this because I get to interview Dave and Sandy Schaefer, my parents for the last few years. Anyways, I hope you enjoy it. Hey everyone, it's Lisa Newman back with another episode of Newman's Neighbors. So today I am really excited. We are at the Salisbury Discount House in Salisbury Beach, Massachusetts, and I'm sitting next to Dave and Sandy Schaefer, who also just happen to be my parents, if you can see the resemblance. So I decided that I wanted to highlight what they've been doing here for the past 50 years, running a phenomenal general discount store for everybody, talk to them about their history and let you know what's going on for the rest of the season before Christmas. So I'd like to introduce Sandy Schaefer.
Hello.
And Dave Schaefer.
Hello.
So guys, what we're going to do is just kind of talk about the history of the store a little bit, and I would love to hear from you how you met and how you guys came about having this store. Who wants to go first?
I'll go.
All right.
1970, my father-in-law asked me to come into the store. He just opened it. And it was in this location. And 1976, it burnt down to the ground. And we moved up to the ocean front. Then the blizzard of 78 came. And then we moved to the Frolics. And they tore that building down. And then we came back to where we were.
But back to how we met, Dave was stationed at Pease Air Base as an airman, found himself with a lot of extra time off, and found his way from Portsmouth to Salisbury Beach, where we met in the center when he was running a game called Guess Your Weight. He was good at it, too. Okay, that was in 1961? 61, I think it was, 60 or 61. Anyway, the rest is history. We've been married for 54 years running the discount house. He and my dad started it, as he said, in the 70s, in 1970. I came on board full-time in the early 80s. We've been here ever since.
Yeah, and it's truly a family store. When people look for that true mom and pop experience, that is what you're going to get here. I grew up, picking pennies up off behind the counter when I was 4 years old. Both myself and my brother who have worked here, my two children who are now 20 and 25, basically have put themselves through college working here. We've had people in the store who have been here for anywhere 5, 10, 15 years that they've worked. They come back every summer and look forward to it. Tell us a little bit also about the people who come in, because it seems like they're coming looking for you guys.
The story we tell everybody is about do not touch. Family came in probably 40 some odd years ago. Mom and dad and two little kids. And of course they were all over the place, and David looked at them and he said, my middle name is...
Do not touch.
So, ever since then, we are now on the 4th generation. They keep coming back. They live in Lawrence. It's a lovely family. Graham, the daughter, the granddaughter, now the granddaughter's daughter, and they always come in and they say, what's our middle name? Do not touch. But essentially, we service whatever you need. If you need tinfoil, we've got tinfoil. If you need a souvenir to take home, we have a keychain that says Salisbury Beach. And if you need to dress up for a party, we've got a great summer dress for you. So a little bit of everything here. We call ourselves the Beach General Store. Right, Dave?
Yes.
And I think one of the funnest parts of when people come in, they literally stand at the door, look confused, and say, I know you don't have this, but...
And we usually do.
And we usually do, no matter what it is. There are many weddings going on where people forget things, or they blow out a flip-flop, or they need sterno, or they need firewood, or they need socks, or a kid's got wet in the ocean and suddenly they need a whole change of clothes. So seriously, we have a little bit of everything. And I think one of the really interesting parts about the history of the store is we were here before Walmart came into town, before Ocean State Job Lot came into town, and the Christmas tree shops and the dollar stores. Salisbury Discount House was the original discount store.
It was, and back when we were in the Frolics building, where we were for 20 years until 1999, when the state decided to buy it and make open space on the beach. One year, Dave said, "Why don't we make a 99-cent section?"
Long before the dollar stores.
Long before the dollar stores ever came. This was probably back in the 80s. And we had a big section of the store which was separate from the rest, easily 25 feet by 40 feet. And everything in there was 99 cents.
99 cents, I remember.
Yeah, it was. And back there in the Frolics, people took delight in walking to the back of the store. They still come in and tell us this. You know, this is a nice store you have now, but when we were in the Frolics, we could go to the back window and we could watch the ocean.
And we witnessed the ocean come through the front of the store during the No Name Storm so many years ago.
It's true.
Yeah.
Where was all the jewelry, Dave?
Oh,
After
all over
the
the
No Name
Midway.
Store.
Across the street, wrapped around the pole.
Yeah.
And there was that gold-looking jewelry, and the kids were going crazy. They thought they had gold.
Literally lost the entire jewelry showcase down the entire front of the Midway.
Yep.
So what is going on now, Salisbury Beach? It's late fall, coming into the holiday season, and people walk in and say, "Oh my gosh, you're still open. Tell me what you guys are doing now."
Now we kind of cater to the Christmas crowd. If you need gift wrap, if you need a toy, if you need a bow, if you need a gift bag, pretty much we have it all. Lots of toys at very reasonable prices. And that's what keeps us here until Christmas. And then, as Lisa said earlier, we close down for January and February because it's really, really, really cold and quiet here, and come back the end of March. And we've been doing that for how many years? 50.
50 years.
50 years.
The boat club in Newburyport was my first customer. And they used to come over and pick out the toys, and we used to box them up. And then we grouped about 40 houses and clubs that would come in and order toys. And about 6 years ago, I gave up my license. And I sold my truck, so I couldn't do it anymore. So we lost a few of those. We still do schools, the PTAs and everything.
This is providing toys and gifts when they have Santa's workshops, and when, like, the VFW has a party for the members' children, they come here for their gifts and toys.
Yep. And we also sell stockings. We make and stuff stockings
Yes,
for
we do.
hundreds of stockings that they give out to a lot of the kids.
Yep.
So this is fun. I'm really excited to be here. It's been a very fun summer. We had gorgeous weather. Celebrating 50 years in business is quite an accomplishment these days. There are so many small places like this that are closing down. Sandy and I are going to be heading to the gift show in Myrtle Beach in December, and we are told all the time that we are now dinosaurs or unicorns, depending upon the person, in that there are so few mom and pop shops left like us that they are doing business with, and they love to do business with us because of that reason. So everyone, thanks so much for joining myself, Dave, and Sandy. If you find yourself with a little extra time and looking for something to do, come on down to Salisbury Beach. You can take a nice walk on the beach, go grab a slice of pizza over at Christie's or Tripley's, and the Sea Festival of Trees is going to be going on for a couple weeks. It's a gorgeous event. something everybody should come to. And then come on in here, buy yourself some stocking stuffers, a pair of gloves, a great hat, whatever you need. So I'm Lisa Newman with the Newman Group and RE/MAX on the Move. I'm your full service realtor, helping you with all of your housing needs, showing you where we live and what we love.